Hey guys, welcome back to another Airsoft vlog. Today I was looking to talk to you about my new L96 from Tokyo Marui. So some of you will have seen this gun already. I have featured it on the Facebook and Instagram and even the Twitter pages as well. And essentially this is a new purchase of mine. It's something that's been staring at me in my local airsoft shop for, well over a year now. And I'm really surprised it remained in the shop for that long. Being a Tokyo Marui and B an L96. These things were made famous, I suppose, by Novrich and players of that same kin. And yeah, it's something, like I say, I've contemplated buying on so many occasions, but just there's always been something else, unfortunately. But with the release of Novrich's new SSG 96, I thought it was about time I puckered up the cash and bit the bullet, so to speak. I was for a long time considering the Novrich SSG, but my hankering for authenticity and things to be right led me back to the Tokyo Marui, and ultimately that comes down to the magazine. A lot of L96s these days, the Novrich one included, utilise the magazine under here in a much similar sort of placement and style to a VSR system, and that's just not right, is it? That's not where these things were originally designed for use in terms of the real steel variant. And yeah, I'm a bit of a stickler, maybe I'm a bit anally retentive, I don't know, but I wanted it to be right. And the fact of the matter is, these things still feed in the same position as all the other variants. Tokyo Marui utilised a system whereby the magazine feeds forward first and then up into the chamber. So performance wise, you're not getting that much of a drop off. It's not as if the cylinders mismatched or anything like that. It's a very well to do system, and it's right, and that's what I like. So yeah, as I say, I've taken this up to the range, had a bit of a play around with it. I've played it alongside the Action Army AAC T10, and I've got to say, creaks aside, which may be really evident on this video, creaks aside, this is a really nicely performing long gun. And let's talk about those creaks. The externals of this leave a bit to be desired on my initial impression. As you'll hear, Tokyo Marui, who are usually really good for build quality and plastics, seem to have missed the boat on this one. This is creaky as all hell, it really is. Right up the front here, it's just not good, is it? Hopefully we can rectify that. I haven't looked into it. I'm sure there's something we can do to quieten that down at the front. But to all intents and purposes, that is pretty much the only negative issue I can find with this rifle at the minute. In terms of performance, I actually felt like this performed better than the AAC T10. Now that comes with a caveat. I did actually manage to bullseye more targets with the AAC T10, but I just felt like this was consistently better. This was better at grouping its shots. The bolt pull on it I felt was smoother. Now that could just be because my AAC T10 is in desperate need of a bit of a service now, and it will be undergoing the upgrades in the upgrade videos we do. So that could be a factor into it, but this thing just, it felt buttery smooth and very consistent. and I like that. And it felt honestly more comfortable throwing .3s down the range than the AAC did. The T10, I felt I almost had to over-hop it, and that became evident in the fact that I noticed a little bit of a power drop off in over-hopping it, forcing it to spin the BBs a bit harder. Whereas this thing didn't really need that. I do like the hop-up adjustment on this under the barrel here, as opposed to the more sort of common slider on the VSR systems. I feel it's easier to dial in and to keep into place. The amount of times I've knocked the little adjuster on the AAC T10, I couldn't count. I could not count. It's really annoying just because of the way I hold the gun, I think. So maybe it's a me issue. But yeah, suffice to say, I'm really impressed with this thing at the minute. It does need a little bit more power, that is evident. But I'm in two minds about that as well, if I'm honest. I don't know whether to keep it low powered and as such just engage targets over smaller distances, which kind of negates the point of a long gun, I realise. But yeah, just keep it for a more of a CQB style rifle, closer quarters, maybe even shell out for the Assimov wrap, which I think would look particularly cool. Make it utterly pointless for sniping, so it almost lends itself to being a more urban environment sniper that way. So maybe that's the route I go with this thing. Just a few little choice upgrades, try and do something about the handguard, wrap it up in a CSGO style, and yeah, keep it for the urban environments. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys could give me some advice on that in the comments down below, what you think I should do with this particular sniper rifle. And yeah, that's it for today. As always, if you've enjoyed the content, then a like and a subscribe is always welcome, guys. And I'll see you in the comments section down below. Thank you.